You can't imagine what this horse went through. The most heroic horse in history was hired to haul the 24-pound cartridges of the recoilless M20 rifle into the toughest fighting the Marines ever faced. She carried 9,000 pounds over 30 miles and 50 trips in a single day, all by herself, and carried away the dead and wounded on the way back. When the former racehorse was first purchased, just by a stable boy in Korea, he burst into tears to leave her. But he needed the money to pay for a poor leg for his sister, who had stepped into a landmine during the ongoing Korean War. When the Mongol mare descended from the same steed that had conquered the world under Genghis Khan, sparked the M20 fire, she jumped 10 feet in the air. But by the fourth time the bomb went off, she was seen idly playing with the lining of a nearby helmet, which she later ate, and she learned to crawl under barbed wire, lie down in the face of enemy fire, and respond to dozens of commands. The radiant beauty developed such a good rapport with the troops that she was allowed to move freely around the camp. On cold nights, she often slept in the tents next to the soldiers and was known to eat everything around her, including hats, blankets, and poker. French fries. She was especially a fan of scrambled eggs, chocolate candy, and Coca-Cola, which meant that she was not allowed to give him more than 2 bottles of it in a single day. When the 5th Marine Regiment was overrun with Huns during 70 rounds of artillery fire per minute at the Battle of Outpost Vegas, the heroic horse had to lug 386 rounds up the hill at once, while shells were hitting all around her, and was wounded twice by a strap, but always charged back into the fight under her own power. When she returned home from the Korean War, she was given a parade of 17 men, became the first and only animal ever officially promoted to staff sergeant, and retired to Camp Pendleton to raise her 4 foals, where she never again carried more weight than a blanket. When you are a Mongolian mare who made it to the Navy, they don't just call you the most heroic horse in history, they call you Sergeant Reckless. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like.